Hi folks.
Hi folks.
Recently Tam and I had a lovely dining experience
Yes,
at
we did.
a newish local restaurant, Wright's Fish and Chips, here in town, and they promise and they deliver the authentic British fish and chips experience, ingredients imported from the UK to make this, and it was awesome. But they also sell some little grocery items that I assume folks in the UK and of the Crown are partial to, and we picked up a few, and their manager was oh so nice.
Yes,
their British manager actually told us some of the ways to prepare this stuff. We bought a few of the groceries, and we're going to do a little preparation and taste test for you. I have to tell you, I have done no research on any of this stuff.
That's unusual for you.
I wanted to go into this purely with a purely objective opinion. I think I'm supposed to add this. We are in no way sponsored by, nor are we provided any sort of compensation whatsoever by the manufacturers of any of the products you will see in this video. I think you're supposed to say that.
Well, you did?
And if not, it sounded pretty professional, didn't it? First thing we're going to prepare, it sounds kind of delightful, doesn't it?
Yeah.
From what
very easy.
And very easy to make. The first thing we're going to do is heat up some. What do we have here that we're heating up, hon?
It is rice pudding in a can.
Now,
supposedly, this kind of rice pudding is not as sweet as American white rice pudding.
which will explain why we're adding the other two ingredients afterwards, after we heat it up. So we're going to start off by heating this up to whatever temperature you want.
It says you can warm it up however hot you want it.
It's nice and thick. Is that usually the way you're used to seeing, or but it's going to heat up and it's going to melt down a little bit?
That's about the consistency of rice pudding when it's cooled off.
Alright, so it looks like our rice pudding is warmed up. What do you think? Is it good enough?
Yes.
Okay.
It's warm enough.
Now we'll move on to the next step.
Smells good.
So the next ingredient to make this dish that the kind manager described is this sticky toffee steamed puds. And I think on the directions say to pop it in the microwave for a few seconds.
For 30 seconds. Mmm.
Smells pretty good?
Yeah,
you smell the
good.
caramel? Alright, 30 seconds. And we see Tammy has now plated up our sticky toffee steamed puds. The next step is to drizzle, I believe, some of the rice pudding.
Let's add a little bit more.
A little bit more. There we go. Okay, so the next product that came highly recommended by the manager was this little scarlet strawberry conserve. I am not sure. I didn't do any research on that whatsoever. What conserve
Never heard of it.
Wow, good job, Tammy.
We're just gonna dollop it.
So Tam's gonna put a good healthy dollop of this jam.
I've never heard of jam putting on rice pudding.
I've never heard it called conserves. I've heard preserves, but I'm not even sure. If you know what a conserve is, please let us know. But that looks pretty, almost like a restaurant quality dessert.
Never had rice pudding with jelly or conserve.
Well, let's give it a try. Why not?
Okay.
So we've waited a little while to give the conserve a chance to melt in with the rice pudding a little bit. It's now poured generously over the top of the toffee, the sticky toffee steamed pud. I guess that's short for pudding, but this is some thick pudding. If it's just regular pudding. So let me get a bite over here. Oh wow. It's sweet.
Very sweet.
I think the sticky toffee pud is what puts it over the top.
Let's taste the rice pudding without this.
Let me tell you something. This jelly.
Rice pudding's not sweet.
This jelly is like turbocharged strawberry preserves or strawberry jams. The taste of strawberry is almost like, wow. Wow. Mm-hmm. Folks, this is a good dessert.
It is.
And you know what? You probably can pick up all this same stuff at your local international store or grocer. You throw something like this together for guests at your house for a dessert.
I wonder how homemade rice pudding would be.
Oh, I think the key here is the rice pudding is not too sweet.
Right. Jelly, sure. The conserve is.
Okay. Let's move on. So the next dish that we're going to try that was recommended that she actually brought over to the table for us to try is, now what is this, honey?
This is delicious spotted dick.
So now Tam and I are going to try this spotted dick. I have to let everybody know that when the manager brought this to our table, it rung a bell because our pal Scott from the awesome YouTube channel Tales of the Techno Hillbilly, he had referenced this dish in one of his recent videos. I'll include the link to his channel in the description below. He's funny, gives you a great view of a state that has has its own share of oddball things in it, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Go over and check him out. But he referenced this, so I want to give a shout out to Scott. And we're about to, ooh, this is cakey. This is more cakey than, it smells,
Hey, what is it?
Raisin bread.
Yeah.
It tastes like hot, but super moist raisin bread. You know, raisin bread, it's not anything bread.
Right.
Has a texture that's, picture,
What's
slightly gooey. Let's get some raisin here. There's raisins in it.
I don't like raisins that much.
Folks,
Yeah.
if you ever see this in your store, don't be
It's
afraid. Don't be afraid to try this. This is really good.
It is.
A really good dessert.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to move on to the grand finale, which we're both kind of dreading. The next thing, next to the last thing, we actually have some wine gummies that they were selling. That's an interesting concept.
Yeah.
But we thought, just in case this next taste test went south, we would have these handy. But we bought a jar of Marmite. Now I don't know anything about Marmite, but Tammy's brother-in-law, her sister Debbie's husband, Barry, is Australian. Australia has a cousin to Marmite called Vegemite.
Yeah.
And all I know about Vegemite is what I learned.
Barry likes it.
But Barry likes Vegemite and what we learned from the 80s supergroup Men at Work. Barry tells us that it is best served on toast. We have some toast. Give that a whiff, Tam. Tammy's not appreciating that.
It smells kind of like feet.
There's vinegar. There's definitely, it
smell,
smells like
yeah.
there's vinegar in there.
Yeah, that's why it smells like feet.
Maybe your feet. We're going to smear,
Debbie said to spread it thin.
we're going to spread, oh my gosh.
She said it's not tart, it's thick and sticky.
It is, and it is, wow.
Looks like chocolate.
It has a bit of a doo-doo-y texture and look to it. Now, does that look like, what did you think it looked like?
Tar.
Okay, Vegemite / Marmite. This is the English version of Vegemite, I'm guessing. Tammy is not looking forward to this.
No. You take the first bite.
No, because then you won't take one at all if you look at my
Okay,
facial
we'll do it
expression.
together.
We'll do it at the same time on. But here, I'll take the thick end of it.
I'm not.
See, I'm giving her a break here. Here's her corner. Ready?
Hey. Tastes like gravy in a way.
It tastes like a salt lick. Have you ever been swimming in the ocean and accidentally opened your mouth and took a big old gulp of salt water?
I gotta get some water.
Wow.
Wow. Got some potatoes.
Oh wow, and there's an a sharp
Yeah, it's a sharp.
aftertaste that comes after the initial salty wave.
I'm so big I can eat that.
Oh man,
Oh.
I would have to drink a pitcher of water with this.
Margarita.
I'm gonna take one more bite. Do you want?
No.
Because I want to be
I'll pass.
fair about this.
Ooh. It tastes like brown gravy kind of at first.
Marmite is not for me. I don't think. Now,
That's the bad stuff.
no,
mate.
no, it's not. It's not bad. I can understand for somebody that really likes salty foods
Ooh.
could get into this.
Yeah, that's way too salty.
Marmite folks, it's totally up to you. But for Tam and I, no, thank you. Get the taste of Marmite out of our mouths.
Yeah.
Which is wow, it's a taste experience. It was almost like an overload of taste there for a while. It was not grotesque, was it? It was not gross. It was not gross, the Marmite.
It was gross to me.
It was gross. I didn't think it was gross. I just thought it was
overpowering.
It was too much. Anyway, to get that taste out of our mouth, we're going to gobble these up. Thank you for joining us for this taste test. Until the next time, this is Mike and Tam saying
Bye.
bye.